So you go to
Yeah.
Cool. And the floor is yours.
Okay. So I guess as Jordan said, I'm Chris. I'm a senior model designer with LEGO Ideas. And before I get into this reveal, I'd like to give you, I guess, a few numbers about the product itself. So this model has 3,792 parts. It has 12 minifigures, 12 unique minifigures. It has 4 birds, a dog, a frog, a bunny, and a squirrel. It is 2 base plates wide, 64 bricks wide. And it contains over 35 brick-built species of plants. This is 21353 LEGO Ideas, the Botanical Garden, based on the fan submission by Valentina Bima. Let's see if I can get this off without
issue.
almost. So, to continue talking numbers, this model has 3 atriums. So we have our middle atrium, where you have a lot of the various different plant species. Over here, we have a arid area where you find cacti. And over here, we have a little cafe. It has 3 removable roofs. So you can take off this roof. You can take off this roof. And you can take off this roof. But not only that, in order to make sure that people could get in to the model and see what the minifigs are doing, position minifigures, it also has 2 removable walls. So this wall comes off and you can see the barista area, and this wall comes off at the back to allow you to access the area where the cactuses are. It also has removable plants so that you can actually further get into the model. So here we have a date palm, and here we have a eucalyptus.
I should do a quiz, see if they can guess.
Yes,
Guess all 35 plants.
guess all 35 plants
In
species.
Latin.
One of the things that I wanted to talk about right now is the new elements that we put into this model. We were very fortunate that we could do 4 new elements for the model. So one of the first ones I will show you is something that you see in the corners here. This is a 5x5 wall element with a spine. This particular element defined the aesthetic of the model. It made it a beautiful Victorian botanical garden. And you'll get, what is it, 12?
You're the model designer.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, 12. We'll get 12 of them. In order to make the roof structure work, like this, we also needed another element for the roof. So this is a 1x5 instead of a 1x6. This element allows us to resolve the corners so that we could actually do this without having any collision or having any need for overlap. So that was extremely important for the model. Now the next element I'm going to talk about, you probably already see. It leapfrogged us to announcement with Wicked and with our own Magic of Disney.
And Animal Crossing.
And Animal Crossing. But for this model, we developed a flower element that we are internally calling the peony. It is available in this model in 5 different colors, and you're going to get a lot of them. They're all over the front gardens. You can see that we have them here for hydrangeas. We have them here in red for peonies. There's a lot of them. I haven't counted it up, but you'll get a lot of them. And finally, we created a tulip or bud type flower element, which you can see over here and over here in this plant, which I guess is a little bit hidden for you. So, oops, I guess I'll just put that there. Yes. So as I said, yes, there are 35 brick-built plant species here. There are 12 minifigures. There are a lot of animals, and one thing that we really wanted to do with the minifigures itself is kind of pair them up so that they all had kind of individual stories. So one of the funniest stories that we have, I guess, is we have a child that's gone to the botanical gardens with his mother, and he has picked a flower, and she's a little bit aghast because you probably shouldn't be picking the flowers at the botanical garden. We also have an older couple who are there with the dog. We have a grandfather there with his granddaughter, and she has taken an audio tour inside the botanical gardens, and you will find that behind the entrance counter there are additional headphones that are hanging on the wall. We actually have a visually impaired character here who is accompanied by this fellow with the camera, and they are also touring the garden, and we wanted to do something special for this character, so we made a head that is specifically to represent a visually impaired character. And this is a little bit different than what we've done before. We've had visually impaired characters before, but we wanted to create an element specific for that character. So this is a double-sided face that I think actually really, I think it really brings something novel to the set, and it's very good, you know, I guess, for representation as well, to make sure that we are inviting all people into the botanical gardens. We also have two caretakers right here. Oops. And we have the barista. And finally, the manager of the botanical gardens is the fan designer, Valentina Bima. So we have made her a minifigure, and you will find lots of other little fun details in the set itself. Little Easter eggs here and there. Some of these things I will leave for the interviews later on this afternoon. And I think that's probably
it. You can take a couple of questions up front.